Okay, class. Hello, my name is Sarah Coley. I did my presentation on Gloucester Township, New Jersey. I technically live in Sicklerville, New Jersey, which is in Gloucester Township, New Jersey, which is in Camden County. It kind of gets confusing, but that's what it is. Okay, so here is Gloucester Township. It is where the arrow is. It says Gloucester underneath the arrow, but that's Gloucester County. Camden is where the arrow is pointing to. That's Camden County, and Gloucester Township is in Camden County, right near where the arrow is. Okay, the demographics in Gloucester Township. The total population is 64,350 people. There are 31,309 males, 33,041 females. The average age is 34.6 years old. Under 5 years old, we have 4,405 people. Over 18, we have 47,057 people. And over the age of 65, we have a little over 6,000. The one race is 63,435 people. We have 53,484 Caucasians, 7,432 African Americans, 100 American Indians, 1,688 Asians, 16 Native Hawaiian. Other race, 715. Two or more races, 915. Hispanic or Latino, 1,962. The average household size is 2.75. And the total housing average units is a little over 24,000. The occupied housing units are 23,000. Owner occupied 17,150. People that rent 6,000, and there are approximately 1,107 vacant houses in Gloucester Township. There's actually a few in my neighborhood. That's actually a large number of vacant houses. Crime in Gloucester Township is actually not too bad. Gloucester Township is a downward trend in crime based on the data from the last 14 years, with violent crime increasing and property crime decreasing. Based on the trend, the crime rate in Gloucester Township for 2016 is expected to be lower than in 2012, which is great. The city violent crime rate for Gloucester Township in 2012 was lower than the national violent crime rate by 17.16%, and the city property crime rate in Gloucester Township was lower than the national property crime rate average by 16.52%. In 2012, the city violent crime rate in Gloucester Township was higher than the violent crime rate in New Jersey by 10.43%, and the city property crime rate in Gloucester Township was higher than the property crime rate in New Jersey by 16.59%. You hardly ever hear about any murders or anything in Gloucester Township. I only remember one or two. One of them was actually in my own neighborhood. It was like a couple houses down from mine. The whole neighborhood went crazy because there was a murder, because that just doesn't happen on my street. There was someone that was house sitting. The couple was on vacation, and their son broke into the house and didn't know anyone was there, and ended up killing the person that was inside the house. Drugs were involved in that time. This is the 2012 actual crime data. That was the most recent one I could find. Aggravated assault 160, arson 9, burglary 394, forcible rape 7, larceny and theft a little over 1,000. I read that has most to do with the drug use in the area. Motor vehicle theft 62. See murder and manslaughter 0. Robbery 41. Total incidents was 1,767. And then you could see the property crime and violent crime. Not that much violent crime. For over 60,000 people, only 208 were violent crime. This is the projected data for 2016. So this is what they think is going to happen. They're projecting 1 murder or manslaughter. Hopefully that doesn't happen. And they have 0 forcible rape. Since 2012 said 7. This year they're projecting 0, so that's great. But I guess by the end of this year we will get the actual data. These are two charts talking about the crime rate. We have New Jersey versus Gloucester Township versus the national average for violent crime, forcible rape, robbery. Give you a second to look over these charts. Gloucester Township is in green, and most of them are lower than the national average. It is a little bit higher than and some of them for the New Jersey average. Next is the different kinds of places they have in Gloucester Township. We have nursing homes, places for juvenile delinquents, people for mentally ill, group homes, halfway houses. So we have 283 people in Gloucester Township at nursing homes, 150 people in other non-household living situations, 85 people in short-term care, 62 people in religious group quarters, 43 people in homes that are for mentally retarded, 34 people in non-institutional group quarters, 30 people in training schools for juvenile delinquents, 10 people in homes for the mentally ill, 8 people in other group homes, and 4 people in homes or halfway houses for drugs and alcohol abuse. I don't even know where there is a halfway house in Gloucester Township, but it seems that there's only 4 people in there anyway. The next 2 slides are for most common industries for males and most common industries for females for the working people in Gloucester Township. Now purple is Gloucester Township, green is the state. So looks like most of the men in Gloucester Township work construction. Then we have professional and technical services. Then we have food, public administration, healthcare, finance and insurance, and finally educational services. The next slide is for females. We have most females in Gloucester Township work in healthcare, educational services like teachers. Then we have finance and insurance, professional, scientific and technical, food service, public administration, and administration and waste management at the very end there. Schools in Gloucester Township. Gloucester Township has 8 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, 3 high schools, and 1 technical school. There obviously is a lot more younger children since we have 8 elementary schools. Gloucester Township always used to have 2 high schools. That was Triton Regional High School and Highland High School. In 2004, they built a brand new school, Timber Creek Regional High School. I actually went to school there. I was the 4th graduating class at that high school. It's huge. It's the first high school in Gloucester Township that has air conditioning. The other 2 high schools do not have air conditioning, and when it gets really hot, they always got to go home early, and the students at Timber Creek never got to go home early because they were in a brand new school. And we have 1 technical school for people that are looking for automotive and trade school. In Gloucester Township, we have Camden County College in Blackwood, New Jersey. I actually went there for 2 years before I transferred to Rutgers, then transferred to Widener University. Gloucester Township is home of one of the largest community colleges in the country. It has 26 buildings with over 30,000 credit and non-credit students enrolled. Camden County College Blackwood campus is an excellent resource that allows local employees access to a large, educated workforce and a valuable economic mass. Just the fact that it's the largest community college in the country, well, one of them, that's really amazing. Rutgers University is now being part of Camden County College as well. Camden County College is recognized nationally as a leader in technology programs such as robotics, computer integrated manufacturing, and photonics. Gloucester Township has many places to worship. Gloucester Township has over 15 churches in the area for all different types of religions. This was something that I never knew about Gloucester Township. Gloucester Township parks and playgrounds. The list literally goes on and on and on. This is page 1 of the parks and playgrounds. I'm not going to read you all the parks and playgrounds because there's just so many, but next slide is more. There's baseball, track fields, softball fields, basketballs, tracks, dog parks. See, it goes on. Volleyball, pools. Keeps going. Community parks, all sports parks. And another slide of parks. And this is the last slide of parks, but if we go back, that's a lot of parks to have in one community. Now, every June, the first or second Saturday of every June, we have Gloucester Township Day. All the police officers are there, and it's like one big activity. Gloucester Township Day is a scholarship committee, is a nonprofit corporation dedicated to providing college scholarships for high school seniors residing in Gloucester Township. All the money that's raised is given out to the seniors at one of the 3 high schools, Timber Creek, Triton, or Highland, to help them with their education. There's carnival rides, fireworks, games, crafts, food, wine tasting, musical performers, and at least 80 vendors. It lasts all day, and it's just it's at one of the memorial parks that I showed you earlier, and there's just so much to do, and it all goes to charity. In Gloucester Township, about last year, Gloucester Township opened the Gloucester Township Premium Outlets. It is right next to the Camden County College. There is so many different stores, and it really brought business to the area. The brand new Gloucester Premium Outlets features over 90 stores, including Nike, Kenneth Cole, Armani, blah, blah, blah. You can keep reading it. There is outside fireplaces, since all the stores are outside. It's not like a regular mall. And they literally have all kinds of food, all kinds of restaurants, all kinds of shopping. And it brings people from all over the area to Gloucester Township, when most people wouldn't go to Gloucester Township to go shopping. They would go in Jersey, the Cherry Hill Mall, the Deffert Mall, or the Atlantic City outlets was the most popular outlets in this part of the area until now, because we have the brand new Gloucester Township outlets. This is just another map showing where Gloucester Township is. It's surrounded by Deffert, Washington Township, and Lindenwold. It's outlined in purple. Do I think I live in a good community? I have lived in Sticklerville, which is located in Gloucester Township in Camden County for 17 years now. Doing this presentation has actually taught me things that I had no idea about, like all the parks. I mean, I knew there was a few parks, but now I know that there's a lot more than just a few. I believe I live in a great community. There are so many schools, parks, churches, activities. The crime rates are down compared to the national averages. The township has 120 police officers to keep the area safe. The area has one of the best community colleges in the country. Gloucester Township is located 15 minutes from Philadelphia and 45 minutes from Atlantic City. Gloucester Township has over 200 businesses, and it's still growing. Gloucester Township is definitely a great place to live. It's very convenient. Running through Gloucester Township is the Atlantic City Expressway, which makes it easier to get to Philadelphia and Atlantic City. The convenience of Gloucester Township is what makes this Gloucester Township a great place to live. They are expanded many of the roads because more and more people are moving into the area, but there are just stores everywhere. There's a banks, food stores, Wawa's, convenience stores. Everything is so convenient, you don't ever have to really go that far. And these would be my references. And that would be my presentation on Gloucester Township, New Jersey, and how I think it is a good community that I live in. And thanks for watching.